What up, bitches? Welcome back to my channel. Christmas video or themed video, and it's going to be a very interesting one because we have interesting traditions as Hispanics, or particularly I mean Mexican because I am Mexican, obviously. So if the lighting is kind of weird, it's because it's gloomy outside and it's very, very dark. So today we're going to be talking about posadas. Posadas. Ay, Diosito.
Sounds like food.
It doesn't include food. But you have to earn it apparently. So posadas are basically a very big tradition during Christmas in Hispanic culture. And I have grown up seeing posadas. I participated in one that I kind of remember, and it was as a little kid, it's not really fun. Like, I mean, I didn't have fun. That's what I remember. But I live near a church, so I see them all the time. I see a lot of processions all the time. So it's like a little crash course. I'm not really gonna go into like, let's say where did posada come from? What is the word? What is the meaning? Like, maybe later. Posadas are a very traditional thing that start off kind of the Christmas season, as far as procession wise or church things, because a lot of what happens during Christmas has to do a lot with the church. It's a very, very Catholic season. Posadas, I believe officially maybe start the week of like the 16th. So what are posadas? Posadas is a procession that we do to kind of represent the journey that Mary and Joseph did on their way to Bethlehem to escape Nazareth, right? I'm a good Catholic. I went to school. We went to 12 years of Catholic school. How do you not know this?
Okay, then what's Bethlehem?
Bethlehem is the place where Jesus was born.
Oh, okay. And Nazareth?
Nazareth is where they live.
Okay.
Because
so they're escaping it?
I think they escaped because the king got a prophecy that somebody was going to come and overrule him, and he was killing all. Or is that Moses? Which probably should have been paying attention. I was not. God, if any of my teachers see it, they're gonna be like, oh my God. The posadas are to represent the journey that Mary and Joseph did to Bethlehem to escape Nazareth. So what happens in the procession is we sing this really interesting song. But we choose houses, or people volunteer up their houses to be part of this kind of like, it's kind of like a stage, like an acting thing. Because a group of people, and I believe the priest, I haven't been to one in forever, sing, and like it's like a little mini parade, and they go house to house and they have dialogue with each person in the house that offered up that house. And so each house is basically representing the houses that denied Mary and Joseph a place to stay during their time searching for somewhere to give birth to Jesus. So I don't know exactly how many houses they go to. I think it just depends on where it is. Mm-hmm. But most of the time, one person volunteers at their house to be the house, like to be the house that says, yes, you can come in and you can have a baby here. Like, that's what happens. So we go into a group and we sing something like, I think it goes something like, oh, os pido posada, en nombre del cielo. La, 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 la. I don't remember all the lyrics, but it's a really, really weird song. But basically that song is actually how you communicate with the person that you're going up to the house for. So let's say they come in like, then they knock on the door and they're like, oh, os pido posada. Os pido posada is basically asking, I'm asking for like a place to stay. So yeah, they go up to house and then they communicate through that song. So the person that's asking to stay sings Os pido posada en el nombre del cielo, and then the other person responds in that same song saying no. Basically, but in a longer verse. And then they're like, okay, So they go
Next house.
next house. And they go, and that's kind of like the ritual. You go and they ask the same thing. Each person like does their dialogue until they come to the house. And I don't remember exactly why, but here I believe they don't pick like a house. Like traditionally it's a house. Like it's supposed to be someone offering up their house. But here I believe last time I witnessed the posada, or I attempted to witness a posada because I can't do it. The house, or the final house, is my church down the street. So you end up at the church. But traditionally, it's in a neighborhood where they offer up a house. So you finally get to the house, and there's a specific, each dialogue changes. So like each like house that says no, it like, you know, they say no, and then they get to the house where supposedly it represents the stable that Mary and Joseph got, and they have a different dialogue. So they come to the house and like, os pido posada, and let's see. Okay, so this is the dialogue that it goes like, it says, os pido posada en nombre del cielo, pues no puede andar mi esposa amada. Which basically means like, it's Joseph kind of saying like, I'm asking for a place to live because I have, like, my wife can't be outside, she's pregnant, you know, like that. So the person responds, aquí no es mensón, sigan adelante, yo no puedo abrir. Something. So basically, like, it's like, there's no place to stay here. You guys have to keep going. I can't like welcome anybody in. And then another dialogue responds, no seas inhuman, like, don't be inhuman. Like, let us in. Like, have some, like, please, like, have some heart. And it says, ya se pueden ir. Like, it's a dialogue. I'm telling you, it's like a complete dialogue. So they do that for a couple of houses, and then they get to the house, and like it starts off the same. Like they start saying the same thing. Like, there's no place to stay here. But when they get to the house that they accepted in, they sing the last part, which is, mi esposa es María, es reina del cielo, y madre va a ser del divino verbo. Like, my wife is Mary. She's the queen of the skies, and she's gonna give birth to the divine. And so, like, the last house is like, eres tú José, tu esposa es María, entre peregrinos no los conocía. So basically the last house is like, oh, it's you Joseph and it's you Mary. I was like, peregrinos is like pilgrims. Mm-hmm. I was like enter pilgrims. I did not notice who you were. Mm-hmm. So, and then that's the house that's like opens up, and comes the fun part, because all of that is like formal. So you go and you get to the house that you're welcome in, and it's basically supposed to be like a party. So you come in, you have piñatas, because you can refer to my very first informational video, Eva, which is my birthday video. I talk about piñatas. Piñatas were originally used for posadas. This time of year is where piñatas came from. They were not originally for birthdays. So you have things in the posada like piñatas, you have food like pozole, you have ponche, you have champurrado, you have like traditional songs. It's like a big party and celebration that Mary and Joseph found somewhere to stay to give birth to like Jesus. Give it a second. It doesn't go this fast. Can you imagine trying to sing that as a 6-year-old? Just imagine. I'm just saying. And you remember in the movie Coco, the beginning where he told the story, like the paper designs that they hung up. That's also a very, very traditional thing when it comes to any kind of festivities, especially during especially during Christmas, because when you when you go into like when you step into a posada, that's one of my like fondest memories, is that when I stepped into like any kind of party that was Christmas related, especially when I spent my time in Mexico, a lot of the traditional things that went on had like those little paper like decorations, and you kind of feel like that's kind of a very, very cultural thing to have. So it sets up the mood, and then you have the traditional piñatas. The original piñatas were made of ceramic. So good luck trying to move away when that fell. Jesus. My grandpa, oh my God, I gotta talk to him more. But when I went last time, like 3-4 years ago to Mexico to celebrate Christmas or to celebrate New Year's, I sat down and I talked to him, and he told me the original piñatas that we used to have were not only like the cone ones, like the ones that have the cones on it, but they were made of ceramic. So they were very, very heavy, but they were very beautiful. They were handmade and they were made of ceramic, like, you know, like they were like a little ball with cones on it. After that, it sort of transformed into just like cardboard, but they kept the cones and they still kept it for posadas. And then eventually it transitioned to having piñatas at birthdays, and it started with the cones again because that was the only piñatas that they knew. But then they started transforming into like the different designs. This is a time of year where if you want to experience a posada, do some research and look up like very traditional, because here in LA, especially in LA, we have a lot of Hispanic communities. So there's specific ones like Southgate or East LA. East LA is a big one. Boyle Heights is a really big one. They will definitely have posadas there. So look up cities that you can go and see if you want to experience a posada, because it's very lengthy, the posada, and it's at night. So you want to be prepared for walking a lot and singing a lot and staying up late. But if you want to experience it, it's a really beautiful thing, and it's a very beautiful season to do it, because not only will you get a reward, you will get an extra reward because there's going to be so much food, so much great music, and you get to meet new people. In my city, they're gonna start doing posadas, and I'm gonna want to see, and I'm gonna want to participate. And who can't when they have a fucking speaker with a lady yelling into it with their rosary? How can I deny that? But anyway, I'm already here, even if I don't wanna. That was my little crash course on posadas, guys. Feliz Navidad.
Oh wait, Merry Christmas. You have 101 subscribers.
Holy shit, really?
Yeah.
Thanks. Thanks, guys. If I missed anything about posadas, or if you want me to do a number 2 so I can crash course everything that I missed in the comments, because I know a lot of people have opinions because I'm not an encyclopedia. Apparently, that's a bad thing. Shade. But if I missed anything, feel free to comment down below. I promise I'm not, just don't be a dick about it. Like, I don't know everything. But I am happy to share what I do know about my traditions. Please comment down below. If you liked this video, there's a little like button. Click it, please. And you see that red button too while you're at it? Click that too. Please subscribe to my channel. I would love that because I love all of my 101 subscribers. So thanks for joining in. Also follow me on my social media, like in Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat. Follow Ruby because her little red note things keep reminding me that I forget. Thanks, Ruby. You're great. Sarcasm. Mexicana Americana out. Not you, her. There's someone in the back of that camera. Get out of here. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Mexicana Americana out. Screw you, Ruby.
You said that already.
Shut up.